How do we mind our health, mind our soul? Amaitanyana DPHRU unit bafethu kabandala. But we are here to mind our health. Nifuna ukuthi sisuke la sigule straight bar next door. I can see what you guys are doing. You want to increase your number of patients. Not. Good morning. If it's still good morning. A lot of people call me TT Ba. My name is Tato. And the name TT comes from the name Tato. There's two T's in Tato. That's why I'm called TT Ba. I stand here in my capacity as the chairman of the Amatyma Brotherhood Circle. It's a network that looks after the wellness of men and boys. We focus on 3 pillars of wellness. The first one is physical wellness. We want men to get into the habit of looking after their bodies. A lot of men don't look after themselves. They drink a lot, they eat a lot, they don't sleep enough. And so we encourage a culture of health for your body, being physical, doing physical activities, whether it's playing soccer, jogging, walking, playing golf. But we want to encourage men to get into that because a lot of us spend our time chasing this wealth only to end up spending it on our health. What's the point? We are hustling for our families, we wake up early, we come back home late at the risk of our bodies. Once we've acquired that wealth, you end up spending it on your health. The second pillar of wellness that we focus on is mental wellness. Mental wellness has got this stigma amongst us black people, which it's a white problem. It's not us. But we get surprised when we see the rate of men committing suicide becoming 4 times more than it is amongst women. Why are men committing suicide? In fact, why are men killing their families and then killing themselves? We need to dig deeper into what causes that. The third part that we focus on in terms of wellness is financial wellness. We want men to talk about money. Men don't like to talk about money. The minute you talk to a man about money, his ego gets affected. I can show you right now. My brother, how are you? How much do you earn? How much do you earn? There's no man who's going to tell you how much he's making. Because we've been taught this bad habit, Uguti Imali, is meant for other people but ourselves. We are scared of money. And also we don't respect Imali. That's why most of us end up in financial strain and constraints. Can I ask every man here to stand up? If you are a man, please stand up. If you are a man, please stand up. If we are out here, ladies, please pay attention. Look at this man around you. Look at the man next to you. I'm going to ask these men a simple question. And you're going to realize something that a lot of us don't pay attention to the men. Gents, when last did your partner or your kids or your loved one ask you, how are you? How are you feeling? How are you today? Not have you paid the bills, not have you paid this. How are you today? How are you feeling? Uzizwa kanjani? Isn't that sad, ladies? Ladies, isn't that sad, ladies? Most of you ladies here have either got husbands, boyfriends, uncles, brothers, and nephews. Ask that man. Check up on that man. A lot of us are carrying scars that you guys can't see. But we keep it moving, right? Because we are expected to provide for you guys. We're expected to protect you guys. We're expected to love you guys. Who's giving us all of that? Look at this man. Look at this man. Please look at this man. Don't be shy. Look at this man. But begin. My brother, why aren't you standing up? You are a man. You are a man. You are a man. Look at these men. A lot of us standing here as men are carrying childhood scars because of how we were raised. And now what we are doing is we are unfortunately passing it on to our kids. Tough love. Boys don't cry. Indoors. That is nonsense. It's nonsense. Because the minute you cry, they say you are weak. Now we end up hiding our tears. And it builds up, it builds up, it builds up until gender-based violence comes into the fore. And then you call us trash. Men are trash. But again, that's what you call us. But you forget that you carry a lot and you never even ask us, how are we? So ladies, from today onwards, if you've got a father that's still alive, if you've got an uncle that's still alive, if you've got a brother that's still alive, if you've got nephews that are still alive, if you've got sons, make it a daily habit to ask them, how are you? And see what's going to happen to that man. Give these guys a round of applause, please. Every 63 seconds, a woman or child are a victim of gender-based violence. Every 63 seconds. And the biggest perpetrators of such are men. Every 63 seconds. May that simmer in your head as you drive home. May you think about it. Every 63 seconds of time passing, there's a woman and child that are a victim of gender-based violence. And the biggest perpetrators of such are men. Right? There's a fundamental problem and crisis in our society, whether we like to accept it or not. How many headlines do we read on a daily basis of a woman found dead somewhere? Until it's your mother, until it's your aunt, until it's your wife, until it's your sister, we cannot remain on the sidelines. Yeah. Because it's far-fetched from us to study my suburbs. It's a fate. Until it's your sister. I've seen a lot of these women organizations marching, going to hand over petitions against gender-based violence. But you don't involve men, and yet they are the perpetrators. Why do you guys exclude us? Yep. You can answer, go for it. Because
not all men are like that, and so what's the use?
Isn't that sad? But don't you think there's a fundamental problem amongst us men that no one wants to talk about? The biggest problem amongst men, I'll tell you, is because once I trust you as my brother, and I come to confide in you as my brother, then tomorrow I hear from him. I come to you as a brother, telling you my situation. I am financially constrained. I cannot even take my kids to school. Please help me. The next thing I'm being discussed in WhatsApp groups. I'm beginning with. In 2010, the year when Philip was here. Naikumbula, Philip is here. The World Cup was here. We were all going to become millionaires. I lost everything in 2010. I moved back to Amatyma, Zone 7. The funniest thing that I discovered about me going back home, remember, my bedroom is still the same. Being shang a single bed, and studying, it's still the same. My parents haven't changed it. I go back home to regroup to reconnect with myself, to re-energize myself, only for the guys that I grew up with ekasi. But you will ninja. We got to tell with Masabas. 2010, I'll never forget it. Now, how many men are going through that right now? The economy is not doing great, but the pressure on the men is still there. It's not going anywhere. So, do you understand the impact of asking that man how he's doing on his psyche? What it does to that man? He will probably leave that home feeling like, I matter. I actually matter.
Yeah.
Please, ladies, young men, from today onwards, I don't know how many of you pray, I don't know how many of you believe in whatever you believe in, but make it a daily habit to ask the men in your lives how they are doing. How many of you were shocked when we heard of Ricky Rick's passing? How many of you were shocked when you discovered that Ricky Rick took his own life? Who would have imagined? He had just signed one of the biggest deals with African Bank to become the face of African Bank. He had already shot all the material that they required for the campaign. He was done. It was a done deal. It was a 3-year deal. And he took his life. So the next time someone tells you that mental wellness is for white people, you better think again. Because there's no way that men can commit suicide 4 times more than women. And we find that to be normal. Some hang themselves, some... It's too much. Onini. So gents, if you are sitting here, I invite you to join the Amatyma Brotherhood Circle. We've got a WhatsApp group. In that WhatsApp group, we've got 3 subgroups. The first group deals with the personal side. That's where you can talk about your personal issues with other men and get advice from other men. The second group is the business group. In that business group, we do business amongst ourselves. We help men who are unemployed to find employment. We help men who are running their own businesses to upscale their businesses using their network. Then the third subgroup we have is the sports and recreation. Because we understand that we need to be involved in community work, we need to be involved. We also need to laugh as men. We share jokes there because we meet every Monday evening online between 8 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. We discuss business and we discuss personal issues. We always have a topic that we discuss. Sometimes we bring in an expert to come and help us. We have partnered with the DPHRU because we believe that our health is important. The backbone of this economy is dependent on healthy thinking citizens. Healthy thinking, sober-minded citizens. In the business group, we have about 1,000 men. In fact, we are oversubscribed. Uncle Z will tell you he's our chaplain. We need to create more space for other men to be able to do business amongst themselves and make money. This whole thing that we must be scared of making money is something that I stand firmly against. If not us, then who? If not now, then when? When? Who's over into poverty? You are born into poverty, you will die into poverty. You are just passing on that generational curse. Because you are told you will never amount to nothing. Mina ngikhule ekasi ePinville Zone 7 bangibiza uma Foster. What are you Foster? I will have forgotten it again. U-TV, ukuthengisa izindlu, u-insurance. Hey, we are Foster. But here's the question. Who are not Foster? Show me one person who are Foster. Even our own president, who Foster by president. Wasuke McDonald's, wasuke amabhizinisi wangena wasifaka sonke siyafosta. I decided to take that word, which is supposed to be a negative connotation, because it's this negative connotation to foster. I took the word foster, I took out the last part, the STA part. Foster is M-A-F-O-S-T-A. M-A-F-O-S-T-A. The STA part I keep on my is star. I do for star. Because I'm a star. I'm not gonna allow those people to tell me my destiny. And those people that used to call me my foster. The interesting thing about those people, and the matter of because I was young, half of them actually work for me. They don't even know that they work for me. My foster. But because I'm I have no point to prove to them. Check on that man. Check on that man. He needs it more than you think. Thank you. That's all.